Apple's long-rumored foldable iPhone is now starting to take shape. According to German tech magazine iPhone-Ticker.de, which released a news story on December 17, a fresh set of CAD-based models has surfaced, delivering one of the clearest glimpses yet at Apple's first foldable iPhone, often referred to as the iPhone Fold. While Apple has yet to announce anything officially, these newly leaked photos reveal crucial clues about the device's form factor, size, and overall design direction, setting the stage for what may be one of Apple's most significant iPhone launches in years. Apple's first foldable iPhone is largely predicted to appear in autumn 2026, probably alongside the iPhone 18 Pro series. Looking ahead, Apple is also projected to expand its iPhone lineup dramatically, with reports indicating up to 7 iPhone models per year by 2027, including this foldable variant at the very top of the spectrum. Apple's rumored foldable iPhone is believed to have a book-style, wide fold design. Unlike standard flip or vertical fold phones, this method lets the device serve as a compact smartphone when closed and a small tablet when opened. Compared to Samsung and Huawei foldables, Apple seems to favor a wider, more useful folded form. The leaked CAD renders reveal the iPhone Fold is roughly 9.6mm thick when folded and 4.8mm when unfurled, with a width of 83.8mm and a height of 120.6mm. This makes it feel closer to a passport in size, which could improve one-handed usability. The interior display is believed to measure 7.76 inches, with a resolution of 2713 by 1920, a little less than the iPad mini's 8.3-inch screen, but near enough for a tablet-like experience. The outer display is 5.49 inches at 2088 by 1422, designed for simple use without unfolding. Camera rumors hint at a dual-back camera system and front cameras on both panels. While features like a dynamic island or punch-hole design remain unclear, Apple looks to seek versatile photography and video calling. On the hardware side, the iPhone Fold may use the A20 processor, a massive 5400 to 5800 mAh battery, and could replace Face ID with side-mounted Touch ID to save space and minimize thickness. In a new interview, Kuo argues that the iPhone Fold, Apple's first smartphone with a folding screen, is real and it's coming next year. But he also warns that the corporation is having a hard time developing them fast enough to fulfill the predicted tremendous demand. Development of the foldable iPhone is behind earlier expectations, but the product is still expected to be announced in the second half of 2026, Kuo says in his account of the interview. Due to early-stage output and ramp-up issues, smooth shipments may not occur until 2027. With limited supply and predicted significant demand, the foldable iPhone could be battling shortages until at least the end of 2026. The iPhone-making machine in Kuo's corner of the world, the one that the Cupertino business still relies on, isn't ramping up fast enough and doesn't have enough materials. So, a lot of people are going to find they can't get the #1 device on their Christmas lists in 2026. And that means we're looking at another iPhone 14 Pro/Max issue. That was where, as Kuo predicted at the time, many consumers found them out of supply at the Apple shop until 2023, despite an October 2022 launch. That's not the only reason you could be disappointed by the iPhone Fold. The other reason, its price tag. Another expert in the region placed the expected cost as $2,399, which is on the upper end of other analyst projections. You could obtain at least 2 MacBook Air notebooks for that price. That may be too costly for many people, especially if the economy undergoes a post-AI boom collapse, which would mean diminished demand, which in turn would mean that if you really want to shell out all that scratch for an iPhone Fold, you might just have a chance of getting one in time to take candid shots with its cameras, 2 on the front, 2 on the back, according to the rumor mill, on New Year's Eve 2026. Amidst persistent conjecture and a plethora of patents hinting at a future iPhone Fold, developers and designers are ready for transformational advances in foldable app optimization. The smartphone market sits on the cusp of a big transformation with Apple's anticipated debut into the foldable device field. While businesses like Samsung and Google have long dabbled with flexible screens that either expand or fold into small forms, Apple's participation marks a significant pivot. The consequence of Apple's engagement in foldable technology surpasses mere hardware breakthroughs. It signifies a revolutionary shift in the design philosophy powering iOS applications. If actualized, the Apple foldable user interface could potentially transform mobile experiences with unique interactions, seamless transitions, and a solid architecture oriented towards foldable app functionality. Although Apple has yet to officially disclose details regarding its foldable iPhone, patents and insights from supply chains indicate that the device, often colloquially referred to as the iPhone Fold or iPhone Flip, could incorporate an inward-folding OLED display adept at transitioning between phone and tablet modes. Speculations claim the design may feature a crease-resistant hinge, ultra-thin glass layers, and adaptive refresh technology. Conceptual models suggest that the multitasking framework of the iPhone Fold will likely match, or perhaps even exceed, iPadOS multitasking paradigm, letting users operate multiple applications concurrently or display dual interfaces in tandem. A dynamic display segment could permit one app to remain active on one side of the screen while another functions on the opposite half, hence boosting productivity and multitasking capabilities. This newfound adaptability in display modes may need a user interface that rapidly changes, capable of smoothly scaling information, preserving data continuity, and supporting intuitive motions, thus providing the framework for Apple's distinctive foldable UI ecosystem. Foldable gadgets feature a malleable interface that challenges the standard fixed-screen app architecture. Developers have historically fashioned apps for linear, rectangular layouts where both resolution and orientation are known. The iPhone Fold, however, could upset this convention by needing flexible frameworks that respond to varied folds, splits, and enlarged states. This novel landscape indicates that applications must move seamlessly between compact and extended formats. For instance, when the device is partially folded, an application might present navigation or preview panels. Conversely, when totally opened, it could expand into a multitasking mode. Consequently, items must be designed with proportions that preserve usability throughout various fold states. The Apple Foldable UI may include responsive scaling standards analogous to Apple's existing auto layout and Swift UI adaptive components. Designers may adopt a spatial layers philosophy, ensuring content flows easily, irrespective of whether the device is folded, unfolded, or positioned at an angle. The arrival of foldable technology exposes unparalleled capabilities for multitasking, a much-anticipated feature of the iPhone Fold. Apple's proven multitasking features on iPadOS already present robust tools such as Split View, Slide Over, and Stage Manager, which enable several program windows to run fluidly. Adapting similar concepts to a foldable phone environment could take productivity to new heights. On the iPhone Fold, multitasking may encompass dual app operation across the fold, drag and drop capabilities across apps, and interactive widgets visible on one canvas while another shows separate content. Users could easily edit images on one half of the panel while streaming videos on the other, promoting an intuitive and efficient digital workspace. From a software development standpoint, this necessitates specialist foldable app optimization. Applications will need to alter their layouts to properly utilize different screen areas without losing performance. Developers must account for real-time transitions, where one program minimizes while another grows, so maintaining consistency of accessibility and engagement throughout. Apple's debut into the foldable industry might have a far-reaching impact on worldwide user experience techniques equal to the transformative influence of the initial iPhone in 2007. The iPhone Fold would demand an interface that enables new forms of touch interactions, information flow, and eye-tracking behaviors. Foldable interfaces advocate for more immersive and contextual app experiences. Depending on the folding angle, an application might reorder menus, magnify actionable zones, or even move controllers to more accessible locations. Consequently, designers might employ spatial analytics to comprehend user interactions with physical folds, customizing interfaces to these behaviors. The introduction of the Apple Foldable UI could also redefine accessibility criteria. Developers might integrate adaptive color contrasts or input modes that adjust automatically based on the device's orientation. This evolution could boost app inclusivity while bringing innovative interaction paradigms that surpass standard screen motions. The iPhone Fold remains unreleased, but leaks promise an improved premium foldable for 2026. With a larger design, high-resolution inner display, and improved hinge, Apple seems focused on durability and usability. If rumors persist, it might change expectations for foldable smartphones. We'll continue watching the latest leaks and updates as additional information surfaces. So that's it for today's video. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to our channel for more tech news and updates.